This is from Justin to Kane, a podcast where Mike Robertson and Bob LaRue watch one critically acclaimed film and one terrible film and talk about how they are the same. Just watched a trailer for Paul Thomas Anderson's new movie, and it's a spitting image of Boogie Nights.
A little bit.
It's like things go full circle, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it's like Punch Drunk Love mixed with Boogie Nights, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, it seems cool. It seems to be about real Hollywood history, too.
Yeah, which is sick.
Something to do with Barbra Streisand. Might be A Star is Born.
That would be legendary. If he just shot a remake of A Star is Born and didn't tell anyone it was a remake, but it's clearly a remake, and he just denies it, that would be really fun.
I think Bradley Cooper is playing... he plays Barbra Streisand's boyfriend.
Yeah. Who dated Barbra Streisand?
So Bradley Cooper, who directed A Star is Born, is also playing the producer of the original A Star is Born.
Actually, it's a remake. The original's from the 30s.
Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah. That's what I meant.
Oh,
he made his own...
The Chris Christopherson one.
Yeah, he made his own one. Yeah, he made his own movie, and then it's the you're right. It is a remake of a remake.
Well, there was two. There's a black and white one, and then one with one in the 50s with the guy who plays the perv in Lolita.
Yeah,
James Mason. There we go. Got it. I think there's two, and then there's the Barbra Streisand one, and then now the Bradley Cooper one.
Right.
So there's 4 A Star is Borns.
Mm-hmm.
They should have called it the Bourne quadrilogy.
They should have called it A Star is Fourn, like the latest one with Bradley Cooper in it.
Do you think there was ever litigation when the Bourne trilogy came out and they were calling it the Bourne trilogy? Because by that point there were 3 A Star is Born films.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they're like, whoa, you can't be a Bourne trilogy and we're also a Bourne trilogy?
They should have sued for sure.
Yeah, I would have.
And I looked online. There is not a article about. Oh no, there is. I assume that there was an article in some sort of Hollywood newspaper where they use A Star is Born, but spell it Bourne.
Yeah.
To talk about something, and just as I predicted, it's the one movie where Matt Damon is not in it. Jeremy Renner's Bourne movie.
That's right.
On the Hollywood Reporter. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The Hollywood Reporter on the cover, it says, A Star is Born. Fingers crossed. And looks like that finger crossing didn't really pay off for them. Brr, do you feel that?
Boy, I can see my breath. That must have been a cold open. Let me turn up the thermostat. Okay, let's get this show on the road. Listen, everybody. It's Monsieur Robertson's birthday tomorrow, which is today if you're listening to it on Tuesday.
Well, it's being released on tomorrow, which is today.
It's on your birthday. And Mike is turning 68, which is very exciting.
Old. Yeah. I'm very old.
Just kidding.
It's not my birthday. It's my birthday week.
That's right. I keep telling Mike to scale up and have a birthday month, but he's a little too modest.
But I'm not too modest to not just constantly remind people it's my birthday. You know, people who do that, who are like, they just are like, hey, it's my birthday. They just have to remind you always. It's the same type of people who say, let's play, or thanks for playing with me when they do a theater show or something like that, or they star in a movie together. It's like those people, you know?
Yeah. Anyways, this is a birthday minisode with special guest and co-host, Mike.
Yeah, I'm the guest today.
Yeah. And we're going to treat him real good. We don't know what we're going to talk about, but it's going to be birthday related. I guess the real question is, Mike, are you going to watch a movie on your birthday?
I doubt it.
Okay. All right. Scratch that. That was the end of the podcast. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
This was really good. Talk about a real tight 7-minute episode.
I mean, my birthday is just a day like any other, but I did do a little bit of research of other movies that were released on this day, because it is a movie podcast and we should stay on topic somewhat.
Yes.
So this is a dire day for movies.
Really? Okay, so your birthday, which is September 28th. Oh, fuck me. I don't know what day of the week it is. What is it, Monday right now?
Yes.
Your birthday's on a Tuesday. Okay, great,
Well,
great.
okay, we're showing our ass a little bit too much here. First of all, you have to act like today is the day because this is the day it's released.
That's right.
And then also you're letting everybody know that we are recording the day before, which I guess doesn't matter.
I don't have a problem with that, but if you
do,
do, we can start over, Mike. Okay?
No, I know.
We're fighting on your birthday. That's my gift to you, is us fighting. We're having an argument.
We're fighting.
Okay, what was released on your birthday? I also am curious if you have any celebrity birthdays.
Oh, I've got a couple, yeah.
Yeah, and it's some juicy ones or what?
No. Hillary Duff.
Oh, fuck.
Is the big one.
Yeah.
For me.
Mm-hmm.
Frankie Jonas, who I assume is a Jonas brother, and he's the one that nobody is aware of. So he's not
a celebrity.
He's not in the band. But
Just
he's
an average guy.
I think he's on the Disney Channel. If you look
Doing what?
Acting.
The fuck? Okay.
If you look up my birthday, it looks like it's a lot of blonde women.
Just like
so
you.
I assume that they're all Disney Channel people. Somehow my birthday is... Oh, Naomi Watts.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Bam Margera of Jackass, formerly of Jackass.
Yeah. And a pro skater.
Yeah. St. Vincent. Oh, yeah, I knew that. St. Vincent, the musician.
Yes.
Bridget Bardot. There's, I think, one of the Edmonton Oilers, Bill Ranford, maybe, has the same birthday as me.
That's a big one.
I'm getting it wrong. It's Grant Fuhr, probably.
Oh, Grant Fuhr. Great goalie.
Great goalie, yeah. Exactly. You knew.
I know.
Yeah.
He's one of the 3 hockey players I know of.
For whatever reason, this website that I'm on that has is famousbirthdays.com, most of the people are YouTube stars or TikTok stars. So
that's the new fame.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, I think their idea of what fame is not the same idea that I have for fame.
Yeah.
But then again, I am not on TikTok.
We could be, though.
We could be. We should be. I've always said we should make TikTok content where we just take excerpts from our podcasts and we dance to them. We learn a dance, and then we just are also like, it's just our 2 droning voices talking about, I don't know, some dumb movie.
It should just be a black screen and then says TikTok in the lower corner, and then it's just audio sound bites. I guess audio sound bite is redundant. Sound bites of our podcast. Just like the worst TikTok possible.
All right, let's do it. So movies released on this day. Hotel Transylvania.
Ooh.
The first Pitch Perfect. Zoolander.
Oh, wow.
Free Solo. And the Anthony Hopkins drama Hearts in Atlantis.
What the hell's that?
I think he plays a dead guy or a ghost.
Ooh, cool. That's pretty good. Those are pretty good birthday movies.
Yeah, it's based on a Stephen King book.
Oh.
So we have officially talked about Hearts in Atlantis more than anybody else has in the last 20 years. Hey, but it's the 20-year anniversary of that movie coming out tomorrow.
Oh, shit.
Or today, today.
Do you have any, you've had a few birthdays now, Mike?
A couple, yeah.
Were any of them, like, you went to a movie birthday? Or did it never line up with something sick? Like, you know, sometimes people are like, it's my birthday and also a Batman movie came out on my birthday. Or like...
No.
You know what I mean? Nothing?
I've had some iconic birthday parties, mainly playing Smash Bros.
Wow, so iconic.
Or GoldenEye. I remember one time my sister organized a birthday party for me in high school, bless her soul. Mm-hmm. And she invited not only all my friends, but the cool girls.
Oh, wow.
This is my first co-ed birthday party. No, trust me. It was my first co-ed birthday party. Wow. She invited the cool girls and then a bunch of like other people who I was like who are like more cool girl related than they were close to me as friends.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we had like a birthday party. Everybody there was just like, yeah, sure. We'll celebrate Mike, I guess. And then the cool girls all fell asleep at my birthday party and then the rest of us just played GoldenEye.
Was it like a late night or are we talking 3:30 p.m.?
Oh, no. It was like
afternoon
8 p.m.
Nap time.
It was like a regular day.
That's really
just
funny. But what does that say? They felt comfortable enough to fall asleep, which really says a lot about the vibe.
Okay. Yeah,
cozy birthdays. That's how I'm going to describe your birthday vibe.
Yeah.
Cozy.
Yeah, no, it felt sad at the time, but I guess you're right. It was cozy, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. Falling asleep at someone's birthday party really sends a message, I feel, but maybe I'm wrong.
You could interpret it as like a huge F you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, thanks for the invite. I haven't had that great of a sleep in years.
Yeah.
I'm actually an insomniac, and for some reason, your birthday just took it right out of me. I slept like a baby.
Unfortunately, that happened to me.
But you blew out your candles, and your wish was, I hope everyone gets a really good night's rest.
That is true.
And then
true.
they did. Your birthday wish came true.
You're right.
But only the hot girls or whatever, the cool girls. Interesting. So nothing naughty happened at that party, huh? Everyone just sleeping playing GoldenEye.
I feel like I must have been in grade 9, maybe. So.
Oh, that's pretty young.
That's pretty young.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
And nothing scandalous happened, I don't think.
Not as titillating as I was hoping for, but that's okay.
No, generally, movies were a big part of birthday parties. Brain Candy, the Kids in the Hall movie, was a big movie for us.
Never seen it, but I've heard good
Remember
things.
having a birthday party that revolved around watching that movie?
Mm-hmm.
That was great, probably a rare thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm the guest, Bob. I'm the guest. You have to.
I know.
You have
I
to
need
run
to
this.
interview you, but I was not set up for success. Well, shit. Fuck. What else is there to talk about with the birthday boy? So Mike sent me a photo of a little piggy, and by little piggy, I mean a big piggy laying down in the dirt. A big boy or gal, I don't know, in the sun.
Yeah.
Where was that? Where did you go and why?
We went to a animal rescue farm.
Oh, nice.
So we went and we gotta go and look at animals and pet them.
Nice. What all did you see?
I mean, a lot of the classics. There's a couple of cows, but the cows would just be chilling in the middle of the grass, where you were walking around.
Cool.
There was one turkey.
Was the turkey mean? I find turkeys are quite aggressive.
No, the turkey was pretty chill.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Hung out. There was a bunch of pot-bellied pigs. That was my favorite part. They were tiny to medium-sized.
Yeah.
But they were pretty much all there because people would buy teacup pigs and then they just got rid of them because they got big.
Too big. Yeah.
Or because they apparently pigs are alpha animals, so they need hierarchy. So if you feed them, then they're like, this guy's cool. But then everybody else, they're like, I got to attack this person.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Sounds like my old dog. Same vibe.
Yeah, the pig's got to be like, I'm the best pig here. Not knowing that these aren't pigs, that they're humans,
Yeah.
So they has to establish dominance over everybody except for the person who feeds them. That person gets a free pass, apparently.
That would be like a really toxic friendship.
But they were all just in a big old pen together, hanging out, scratching themselves against big pieces of wood that were just on the fence and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And have you ever touched a pig?
I have. Yes, just once.
Yeah, these ones had their fur or hair, I guess, is very bristly.
I know they look smooth. They're not. They're just big lumpy sandpaper.
Yeah.
Guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Big, rough. Yeah.
You could scrape some pots with those guys.
Animals who you think are smooth, and then you're like, this feels like a steel wool. What the hell's going on?
Yeah.
I love that shit.
Yeah, I love it too.
Were they mostly just prairie animals, or was there a weird ass kangaroo walking around, or any freaky guys walking around?
No, there was a whole bunch of donkeys.
Oh, donkeys are fucking cute.
Yeah, they were very adorable, and they just chilled out. They didn't mind. They all were there because they all had obesity problems because they were overfed. There was just a giant field, and then the person was like, "Yeah, these donkeys can go wild," and they all got really fat.
And then they had to go to a sanctuary to lose weight?
Yeah, pretty much, I guess.
Oh, interesting.
The person was like, I got too many fat donkeys.
I gotta give somebody these fat donkeys. That's awesome.
Yeah, but there wasn't anything too strange. I mean, the most alarming thing was seeing a cow just in the middle of the grass where the humans were.
Did you touch it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice. Did you pet every animal?
I tried to pet as many as I could. Some of the goats were standoffish, and so you weren't supposed to touch them. There's also a hog that was 1,100 pounds.
For real? 1,100 pounds?
It was like one of the hogs that they farm for like food, and some of these pigs they just don't stop growing.
Right, a big boy. Is there like a strongman competition where it's like if you can pick up this 1,100-pound pig, you get to take it home, butcher it, and eat it? And you're like, I'm vegetarian, and they're like, pick it up.
Yeah,
strong guy.
Yeah, they should do that. I tried to pick it up. I tried to pig it up. Yeah, you got to lift with your legs.
It's all in the knees.
That's a big boy right there.
Yeah. That's awesome. Fuck, that sounds great. Have you ever been to the animal sanctuary in Kelowna where they have capybaras and kangaroos?
No, but I've heard about it.
It's legendary. Yeah. I've also never been, but I have many friends who have gone, and they tell me to go.
I've seen pictures of people that I know, who have been posing with those kangaroos.
Yeah.
Yeah, capybaras are very cute.
Never forget about capybaras.
I never forget. They're always on my mind.
Yeah. You're kind of like a capybara.
Thank you.
Yeah, because you always see them, and they're just like cozy. They like warm water. They like relaxing.
Yeah, they're always falling asleep at birthday parties.
Yeah.
Or they're having birthday parties where the cool kids fall asleep at.
How did that play out? Like they were all asleep, and then you're like, well, I got to go to bed, and then you just like wake them up, and you're like, can you leave, please?
No.
I want to go home.
I think it was just because there was activities and whatnot for everybody. Yeah. And then as soon as somebody was like, hey, let's play GoldenEye, they were like, we don't play video games.
So I want to get a little personal here, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
How would you describe yourself in junior high? Were you a cool kid, or were you like not a cool kid? Were you somewhere in between?
I was somewhere in between.
The funny guy? Like, what were you?
Yeah, I was a funny guy. I had a lot of social capital that came from the funny shirts that I would wear.
Oh, interesting.
Like this is a little before your time, but in the 90s, there was a trend of Muppet and Looney Tunes shirts that were kind of like a little bit outside the box.
Wow.
If I can say.
Wow.
So there would be like Looney Tunes wearing like hip hop clothing on the shirt. So I had a bunch of Muppets and Looney Tunes shirts, and the Muppet ones were like usually movie parodies. So I had a Forrest Gump shirt, but with Kermit.
Oh, Kermit Gump.
Yeah, so that was a big hit.
Oh, I bet.
And it got me a lot of social capital because I moved. When I was in junior high, I moved to a new school, like a new town, and was going into a new school. So I had to start over with friends and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's that. But there was also a cool book, which was just someone had a notebook that they called the cool book. And then they would put the pictures, like the Jostens photos of all of the cool kids. Whoever made this book, whoever they deemed cool would be in this book.
That just sounds cruel.
And I was not in the book.
Oh, shit.
But one of my best friends was one of the authors of the book. So I was like, what's
wow,
going
you
on
couldn't
here?
even like bribe your way in. He was like, no, Mike. You'll never be in this book.
Yeah. No.
Look at you now, though.
Oh, I know. Look at me now.
Yeah. Wearing a striped shirt. You got a podcast. It's your birthday.
Yeah. The striped shirt is really doing a lot of heavy lifting for sure. Yeah. On this audio medium. The cool book. At the time I wasn't really sad because even as like a junior high student, I was like, this is dumb.
Yeah. I feel like you were very mature for your age at all ages. Like you're always ahead of the curve a little bit, right?
Maybe, yeah. I was definitely known as the Weird Al guy. Like I like Weird Al. So I would actually...
You're still the Weird Al guy.
Yeah, I was the hookup for people. Like, you know how there's people who are the guys you get drugs from?
Yeah.
I was like that guy, but for Weird Al CDs.
So you'd have what? Just somehow you had a wholesaler for Weird Al CDs, and then they'd be like, "Hey man, I'll give you $5 if you give me that CD in a brown paper bag." And you're like, "Meet me after school."
No, we would just trade.
Oh.
So I would
like Pokemon cards.
Yeah, like Pokemon cards. So I would trade with people. So I actually got into a lot of music that I normally wouldn't have had access to, just because you had to buy CDs. And that was the only way to hear things.
Yeah.
So
you're describing like prehistoric dinosaur shit.
I know.
I feel like nobody even can wrap their head around CDs anymore.
Yeah, so one of like the cool kids who kind of lived on the other side of the tracks.
Was he in a book? In the book?
I don't think he was actually, so he probably wasn't that cool. But I remember just exchanging Weird Al tapes or CDs with him for like punk and metal albums that I would never have bought myself. And I don't think he wanted to, fully go out and buy a Weird Al CD, but he still wanted to hear it.
You know what I love about this situation? I feel like there are a bunch of closeted Weird Al fans.
Yes.
And they were like too embarrassed to ask their parents for money to go get it or like go shop themselves and get caught in like the shopping mall. Be like, oh my God, is that Derek? Is he holding a Weird Al CD? What a loser. And then they'd be like, Mike, I need a Weird Al CD. And he'd be like, don't worry about it. I got you. And then did you ever just put it in a Nirvana sleeve? So everyone is like, yo, they're so cool. But they're just listening to Eat It or whatever. I can't think of a Weird Al song.
That's one. That's one.
Oh. Amish Paradise?
Amish Paradise, very of the time.
Yeah, that's it. Those are the only two I know.
Well, that's all you need
I'm
to
not
know.
a huge fan. I'll say it.
Look, I can hook you up, okay?
Okay, all right. But, it needs... No one can know that I'm a fan of Weird Al, so you need to scratch off the logo. Put it on a blank disc for me. What a tapestry you just painted for us of your childhood.
Thank you.
Oh, actually, you know what? Maybe I could bring this up on the podcast. It's talking shop a little bit, but a friend of mine started listening to our podcast, and he had a suggestion.
Oh, okay, great.
He said, at the end of every episode, you should tell your listeners what the next week's movies are going to be.
Okay, interesting.
That would add a real momentum. And I think that's not a bad idea.
Interesting. Okay, yeah, I assume that you don't do something like that because you don't want to spoil it. But maybe the spoiling doesn't make a difference. It's like
inherently a homework. I mean, they read the title of the episode. There's no spoiling.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know. But I just mean when you check your podcast directory and there's a new episode, and then it's like, wow, what a surprise! I can't wait to listen to this one.
Right. I mean, that's fair too. Our listenership is friggin' huge, so we don't want to ruin the surprise.
Actually, you know what? That actually makes sense because then people can watch the movies. They have a week to watch the movies and
exactly.
Along.
We're going into spooky month, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm dreading watching horror movies, but that's okay.
Really?
We're going to do it. We're going to do it for the pod. Yeah, I get spooked easy, man. I get spooked.
Okay. Yeah, because I was going to try and watch one of the most extreme horror films.
Which one?
Well, I won't spoil it, but just to freak you out.
Oh, God. How about you watch it and I ask you questions about it?
Oh, okay. We could do something like that.
And then it could be the dynamic is that Bob's a coward and Mike is a brave warrior.
Well, but we can't. I mean, you already watched Sallow, 120 Days of Sodom.
That's right. I've seen it 30 times. It's my favorite movie.
Yeah, but a few things are worse than that.
But this is one of them. This movie that you're talking about.
Have you seen the Human Centipede?
Oh, yes. Big fan. Big fan. I love that movie. So cool. You know who loves that movie? Alec Baldwin.
Really?
Yeah, he has a podcast and he interviewed the filmmaker and he is honestly obsessed with the whole franchise. He loves it. He thinks it's super funny and super creative and he wants to collaborate with that filmmaker.
Wow.
But his wife won't let him. Isn't that fun?
That's amazing.
Yeah. I forget the guy's name. The Human Centipede
Tom
guy.
Six?
Yeah. That's it.
Does Alec Baldwin really love the Human Centipede movie?
He does. Do you want me to send you the podcast episode? He's a huge fan.
That's so strange.
Yeah.
I was just going along with the joke. I thought it was a joke.
No, I'm being genuine.
Oh, okay.
And the podcast episode is called Ass to Mouth. Just kidding. I made that part up.
The best part of the Human Centipede movies, I mean, and there's a lot of great parts, but one of the best parts is when the weird German scientist is sitting in his car and he's looking wistfully at his deceased dogs, who he had made into a canine centipede.
Yeah.
Ooh, the canine centipede.
Whoa.
We got to do something about that with our podcast.
Oh, that's great.
Maybe we'll do
that
canine centipede episode.
Well, we're on Spooky Month soon, so it's going to happen in the next 4 weeks, basically.
Maybe we should do the trilogy.
Okay.
The Human Centipede trilogy.
This is going to be like pulling teeth, man.
We'll call it the Canine Centipede.
I'll do it, but I'm going to be upset for about 4 weeks.
But anyway, the best part of the Human Centipede movies is when the weird German scientist is looking wistfully at like a photo of his dead dogs who he had stitched together. Mm-hmm. And it says like meine Treihund or something like that.
Yeah.
Like he wrote on his photo that says my 3 dog.
That's really strange because once I was walking up to you, we were going to go for a walk in the river valley and you were looking wistfully at a photo on your phone. And I was like, what's that? And it was just 3 cats sewn together.
Yeah.
And you said, mein und Scha. I was like, are you a sick pervert? And you're like, maybe. And then we went for a walk and we never talked about it again.
Was that half German, half French?
You betcha. Isn't that your lineage? Cat? You're half German, half French. Shit. I feel like we need to tie a real neat ass to mouth bow on this episode. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Mike. I have no presents for you.
That's fine.
I'm going to mail a kit to you, and the kit is like a sewing kit, and it's specifically for, organic flesh so that you can sew mouths to asses. And you can have a little home project.
Thank you.
You're welcome, buddy. You're welcome.
We should have an episode that is all about, it's like ass to blank. So you can do ass to mouth, Human Centipede. You can also do ass to ass, Requiem for a Dream.
Right. Oh, man, that would be really fun and super twisted.
You really get to see how depraved humanity is when things are ass to blank. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can quote me on that.
We're either going to lose listenership or gain a ton of listenership, but it'll just be a bunch of weird perverts.
Yeah.
Just like when we went to Sallow, and it was like, I've never seen so many people in trench coats in my life.
Yes.
All just evenly spaced out in the audience. And they're all sitting alone. And it's like, this is concerning.
Have you seen a movie in the theaters since the pandemic?
I saw one.
You saw one? What movie was it?
The Green Knight.
Oh, right. How was it?
It was so good. I tried to see it again before I left theaters, but then I left theaters. And also, I don't want to go to a theater right now.
Yeah.
But it was awesome. I loved it. And theaters like Cineplex Odeon now, they've reduced capacity in all the theaters. So now you just get a full recliner.
Really?
Yeah. So similar to your birthday party in grade 9, people are snoozing. It's sick.
Thanks for bringing
I love
that
it,
up.
but it's still the same price. It's like $13 and they're super spacious.
Right.
They're like big, comfy seats. It's worth it just for the seating.
Okay. Maybe I'll go to a movie one day. I was setting myself up for, in my mind, I was like, Jackass 4 is going to be my first movie at the theaters, but they delayed it. And then also we're living in a pandemic nightmares again. We're having a fourth wave. So now I don't want to go to the movie theater, even though there are movies I want to see.
Yeah. Well, when the time comes, I want to take you to a movie.
Okay.
We can put our masks on, sit apart, not carpool, all that good stuff. It's going to be great. But, that day will come. No rush.
Yeah, the Metro is playing some good movies in this next month. Well, they're doing Vaccine Passport, but...
Well, that's a sweet bummer way to end this awesome episode, I think.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Mike. What can people send you via email for your birthday? Just e-transfers?
E-transfers is good.
69 cents or $4.20, that kind of thing?
That kind of thing, yeah. Send us your drawings.
Yes, of Mike as a hedgehog.
As a hedgehog, yeah.
At his birthday party, and then a bunch of hedgehogs are asleep in the background.
Yeah, exactly.
And then he's reading a book that says, cool hedgehogs, and he's looking for his photo, and it's not there. I just wrote a really sad fanfic. Wow. About Mike the Hedgehog.
No, send us an email with telling us about your saddest birthday party.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, that'd be fun. It'd be fun to hear if there's other birthday parties that are sadder than mine. That one year where the cool girls fell asleep.
That just describes like my average, weekend.
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh, I'm one of the cool ones, and then I realize I'm not.
Yeah. Also, you're the cool kid falling asleep at your birthday party, which is just the regular day.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I meant.
Cool. All right, everybody. Thanks for listening to our podcast. Send us an email from justin2kane@gmail.com. Go on social media from Justin2kane with a number 2. on Letterboxd, Instagram, and Twitter. And
and the subject line of your email can be happy birthday to the number Mike Robertson, parentheses, the hedgehog. Okay? That's the subject line. And then you can write whatever you want in the email.
Right. For people who don't know what Bob is referencing, he has a hedgehog fetish with Sonic the Hedgehog, I guess, that was established many episodes ago.
My birthday
and
gift
is
to
now
you,
just
Mike,
meaningless.
is letting you just perpetually paint this picture that I'm this nasty little animal pervert for years now. Years. And I just keep letting it happen. I don't defend myself. That's my perpetual gift to you. Okay? Never forget.
Don't forget to listen to us next week when it's the first episode of Spooky Month, where we
That's right.
horror films all month.
This is going to be Mike's happy place and my hell place.
Yes.
I just watched a horror movie last week that will be for an upcoming episode, which I will not name, but I fucking hated it. So we'll talk about it then. But I was deeply upset. During the movie, somebody phoned me and they're like, can you help me lift these things? And I was like, yeah, sure. So I ran outside and they were like, why are you so weird? What's going on? I'm like, I just watched this horror movie and this thing just happened. And I feel really fucked up. I felt like I needed therapy after. So, yeah,
sad.
Horror movies suck, but we're going to watch them.
Yeah. Okay, everybody. Thanks for listening. Bye.
See ya. Happy birthday, Mike.
Thank you.